Never be limited by other people's limited imaginations. Whatever we believe about ourselves and our ability comes true for us. By acting as if you already have the confidence you desire, you will gain it. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Most obstacles melt away when you decide to walk boldly through them. I cannot give you a formula for success, but I can give you the formula for failure, which is trying to please everybody. If you don't have a goal in mind, you can't expect to achieve it. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. You can do what you have to do, and sometimes you can do it even better than you think you can. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Trust yourself. You know more than you think you do. You define your own life. Don't let other people write your script. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. So focus on staying true to your own. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. Not everything that weighs you down is yours to carry. If you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. The past shows what you've done. The future will show what you've learned. Remember everything you have faced, all the battles you have won, and all the fears you have overcome. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Map out your future, but do it in pencil. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. It's the pain and failure that teach you the best lesson in life and motivate you to rebuild yourself and stand again with a robust faith. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. Always be yourself and have faith in yourself. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. The minute you decide to do what you love to do, you have made a life plan for yourself and a career choice. The best way to predict your future is to create it. You cannot do a kindness too soon because you never know how soon it will be too late. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. Life is what we make it. Always has been, always will be. In our lives, change is unavoidable. Loss is unavoidable. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. We master our future with experiences from our past. The difference between who you are and what you want to be is what you do. Don't ever take a fence down until you know the reason why it was put up. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. If you want to achieve excellence, you can get there today. We can have peace if we let go of wanting to change the past and wanting to control the future. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the ones most responsive to change. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. No matter how many goals you have achieved, you must set your sights on a higher one. If a fellow isn't thankful for what he's got, he isn't likely to be thankful for what he's going to get. We are the change that we seek. Don't blow out another's candle, for it won't make yours shine brighter. You are not what others think you are. If we all did the things we are capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. If you spend your life trying to be good at everything, you will never be great at anything. If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. Confidence is a habit that can be developed. When opportunities knock on your door, don't wait too long to decide, because when you take too much time, the decision will be made for you. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. A man who wants to lead the orchestra must turn his back on the crowd. A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. People with ambition don't give a damn what other people think of them. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. It's better to be an optimist who is sometimes wrong than a pessimist who is always right. Maturity is not when we start speaking big things. It is when we start understanding small things. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. Stop chasing the money and start chasing the passion. You can have anything you want if you are willing to give up the belief that you can't have it. Knowledge is learning something every day. If you start to think the problem is out there, stop yourself. That thought is the problem. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you don't try. Wisdom is letting go of something every day. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. I have never heard of anyone ever stumbling on something sitting down. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and try to duplicate it. You can't fall if you don't climb, but there's no joy in living your whole life on the ground. Only you can stop you. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. Whenever you find yourself doubting how far you can go, just remember how far you have come. Not how long, but how well you have lived is the main thing. Nobody ever wrote down a plan to be broke, fat, lazy, or stupid. You can't get to a place that you don't believe exists. Don't let what's happening around you get inside you and weigh you down. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. As of this second, quit doing less than excellent work. Forgive yourself for accepting less than you deserve, but don't do it again. Gain control of your time, and you will gain control of your life. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do it. To change your future, alter your decisions today. Expecting life to treat you well because you are a good person is like expecting an angry bull not to charge because you are a vegetarian. The way to develop self-confidence is to do the thing you fear and get a record of successful experiences behind you. Preoccupied with a single leaf, you won't see the tree. But often, we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. The best thing about the past is learning what not to take into the future. The moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease forever to be able to do it. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. What separates the talented individual from the successful one is a lot of hard work. Much of the stress that people feel doesn't come from having too much to do. It comes from not finishing what they've started. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. If you keep making the same mistake over and over, the mistake isn't the problem. You are. If you really want the key to success, start by doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. If you are willing to do more than you are paid to do, eventually, you will be paid to do more than you do. Only put off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone. Never miss an opportunity to make others happy, even if you have to leave them alone to do it. The only time you run out of chances is when you stop taking them. Happiness is not having what you want. It is appreciating what you have.